channel. My name is Dani. If you're new, welcome to the Panda Crew. Today we're here with a Get Ready With Me, and obviously this intro is in the future because you're about to see the past. We are just gonna have some fun with makeup. I wanted to do something pretty and neutral and fun and sort of glam but sort of not, no false lashes, and just a whole lot of faking natural around here because I want it to look natural, but don't take a makeup wipe to my face, people, okay? Anyway, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. First things first, priming the face. This hair, though, we have to do something about this hair. I just got out of the shower, so it's nice and wet, but whenever I have it up like this, I'm like, is this hair, like, is this the same hair as this hair? Like, how is this attached to the same head? Isn't it weird? All right, back to regularly scheduled programming. I really like the way that the Porefessional Pearl Primer makes my skin look. I just hate that it has dimethicone, and I tried to like get rid of my primers that have that ingredient. I just can't. I keep coming back to them. You know, I don't use them as often, but man, especially right now that I really want that like lightweight, sheer, glowy, beautiful skin, I find myself reaching for this primer a lot. It's such a hard product to describe because it makes your face look radiant, but it still gives you that like silky mattified finish almost. It's okay, you guys always talk about how I close one eye. I've never noticed this, and so many of you notice it and like point it out. I'm like, wait, close one eye, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I do. I close one eye whenever I'm doing any It's my left eye, and I didn't realize I did that. It really does help me focus. When I was teaching, I was speaking, you know, I had 6 different sections and then adult schools, adult classes at night. And so I would go from speaking out to like my students to down on my computer, like my PowerPoint or whatever I was using. And so I couldn't focus. It would take me a minute to focus, like to focus from seeing outward to seeing like close up, and so I got glasses. But now when I'm working so close up, and as I've gotten older, I realize I need glasses for near and far. So like my Warby Parkers and my I Buy Directs and all of those like really cute like fashion type frames, those are all for distance, and I need those at night, like without a shadow of a doubt. There is no, like, I can't drive at night without them. They need to be. I always have a pair of glasses in my purse. I always have a pair of glasses in my car. I always have a pair of glasses in my nightstand, in the kitchen. I swear, you guys, I have more glasses than underwear. No joke. I hate underwear shopping, by the way. It's one of those things that me and Sam always talk about, like, oh, gosh. One thing that feels like a chore for me has always been underwear shopping. I just can't. If I find a pair that I like, I'll get like 12 pairs, maybe more. Who has underwear backups? You know how you have like a backup limited edition perfume, or like a backup limited edition MAC shadow or lipstick? I have a backup limited edition underwear. No, I'm just kidding. Not kidding, but kind of kidding. Like, it's not limited edition, but I actually do have, I should show you. Right now I'm just taking Eve Pearl's Duo Salmon concealer. I think this is light medium. Yeah, light medium. And I'm just putting that on the darkest parts of my panda eyes. Then I'm gonna go in with NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Ginger. And that's going to be used for added coverage around my chin and around my nose. Guys, as you get older, you start to get this little hormonal redness around the nostril. So I had a date last night, you guys, and he goes, do you know what my favorite thing about you physically is? And I was like, oh man, please don't ruin the date. He's gonna say something crass or lewd or gross or something super boy, right? Is what I thought he was gonna say. Do you know what he said? He goes, your freckles. Your freckles. He goes, you probably didn't think I could see it under that makeup, but your freckles are my favorite thing. And I was like, all right, save the dates. This is my husband. I will not confirm or deny that that was just one of vom-inducing romantic moments for my date last night. And I will also not confirm or deny that I'm seeing him again tonight. 2 dates in a row, people. That's how you show interest in somebody? Like, is that so hard? I feel like I would be like the perfect boy. Like, I would text back, I would call, I would make plans right away and show interest in being eager without being like desperate. It's tough being a girl sometimes, let me tell you. I'm the worst. Okay. Bumping in some of that concealer that I put on. It's so hard to get ready with this mirror when I don't have the light on. But when I'm getting ready with you guys and I have the light on, you can't see anything that I'm doing. Sacrifices got to be made. Okay, because you guys have commented so much on my face when I wear this foundation, I'm gonna wear it again tonight because I have a date. So, this is the Osmosis Performance Wear Satin Foundation. I'm in the shade Natural Medium. It's my exact color, now that I'm tan. The shade range of this product is absolutely atrocious. If you happen to fall within the available color options, I promise you guys, it will rock your socks off. It is such a good foundation. I'm telling you, like, whoo, my God, it's been a hot minute since I found a foundation that I love this much. This one and Well People's Biotint. The problem with Biotint, and I was looking back at footage and photographs. Who says photographs anymore? This one. I was looking back at footage and pictures, and I noticed that it is a little bit dark for me. It's probably like half a shade dark. So I'm gonna have to go to Credo one of these days that I'm in the neighborhood and get the shade right before medium. I'm guessing it's probably light or light medium or something like that. And then mix the two, because it's just like, it's just a hair. Just a hair. Apparently I have glitter on my face right now. What is that? So it's just a hair, a scotch. A scotch too dark. Okay, you guys, we need to come together right now, like the Beatles song. Okay, we need to come together and we need to figure out how to write scotch. Do you guys remember that American Pie movie where the dad says, just a scotch? It means just a little bit. You know, it's not a splash, it's not a pinch, it's a scotch, just a little bit. How do you spell it? So I always want to text it to my friends, but how do you write it? Scotch, S-C-O-T-C-H. So how do you spell scotch? If you do two O's, it's scooch. Like scooch on over. There's something on my face that's giving me little like white crumbs. Little white crumbly things. Yeah, so how do you spell it? Y'all need to come together, put those brains together, and leave me a comment below, because if you guys can teach me how to write scotch, you'll impact my life for the better, let me tell you. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Shape Tape from Tarte. This is in the new shade that is actually my shade. Light medium. I think it might be a little dark, if I'm completely honest, but I'm convinced it's not my color. It feels like it might be too dark, right? Is it? I don't know, you guys. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what to think. So that's light medium. Maybe if I go in with a little bit of this and then a little bit of some, oh God, it is my color. Whatever, you guys. Bump that out with your beauty blender. If you have any excess, you could use it as eyeshadow primer. I noticed I haven't used eyeshadow primer in my videos in a very long time. I just use my concealer. Now I'm gonna go in with way too much powder. Look what I did. Well, bad. Way too much powder on my damp beauty blender, and I'm going to, oops, too soon. Hold on, let's see. I've gotta take out some of that crease. Some of that creased concealer. Blend it out gently. Isn't this adorable? It's the beauty blender for your cheeks. Okay, now I can go in and push. So I'm going to use two different powders right now. I'm going to use Laura Mercier Translucent Loose, and then I'm also going to use a little bit of the, what's this little bad boy called? The Wonder 2 Perfect Selfie Powder. So first I'll go in with my Laura Mercier. Clearly I'm using just a little bit, just a little bit. And I'm pushing that in with my damp beauty blender. I remember the very first time I saw someone doing this, it was Candy Johnson. And I was mortified. I was like, you're putting a damp sponge into a powder, that just sounds like the worst idea ever. And I started to have all these like horrendous feelings, like cross-contamination and like your temperature danger zone and moisture and bacteria, all the stuff you learn in like culinary school. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna hyperventilate. Like this is awful. This is the worst. I can't watch. I can't see what she's doing. And then one day out of the blue, I was feeling a little careless with life, a little thuggerific, like feeling like living my life on the edge, and I tried it. Oh man, what a good idea, let me tell you. Such a good idea. The way your face looks when you push in or press in a powder, my face is not as white as it looks right now. I need to dust off all the excess. And then I'm gonna do a setting spray at the end, so it'll kind of refreshen everything up and it won't look so white and ghastly, ghostly, pasty, white, whatever. Okay, so yeah, and then I tried it, and the way that your skin looks when you push in a powder with a damp sponge versus when you use a brush, it's just apples and oranges, like a world of difference. It's amazing. All right, you guys, don't faint at the paleness. I promise you, we're gonna adjust this situation here. In a minute. I did my brows off camera. I just used the Ferrocious brow from TheBalm. I've really been liking those brow pencils lately, like a lot. Surprisingly, so much so. With brow pencils, I know right away. Like I use them, I know right away. And then I kind of like stick with them until they run out. It's really hard for me to find one that I like, but once I like it, it's good. Like the e.l.f. brow pencil, Hourglass Arch Brow, Collab, Tight, Shade and Tight, Tight and Line, whatever. It's the micro brow pencil. For eyes, I'm gonna disappoint you guys a little bit today. We're gonna do something boring because we're going on a second date. I'm using an oldie but a goodie. This is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm taking the shade Charmer. That's that color. Nude, I'm sorry, a matte vanilla shade. That's gonna go on the brow bone all the way across. And then I'm thinking we do sort of like just a natural eye look, but with more of a neutral undertone, as opposed to going hella warm or hella cool. Just staying somewhere in between a little bit. I don't know how to stay in between anything, you guys. I'm kind of extreme with most of my life. So pray for me. Now we're going to take the color Sweetheart. That's this shade right there. And a big fluffy blending brush. This is Sigma's E40, like the wrapper. That's totally gonna become like my saying anytime I mention this brush. Sigma E40, like the wrapper. And that's just gonna go as our transition shade. And if you guys look at the color, it's almost like a, I don't know, like a mauvey, rosy, taupey shade. If I couldn't add another color in there, I mean, it would be a miracle. Yeah, it's like a rosy taupey mauvey shade, so it'll be perfect for like a really, really nice faded transition shade. But it's also buildable, so if you wanted to go darker, you could totally go darker, or you could use a tapered brush, a smaller brush, and then really deepen the shade in the crease. Then I'm going to take, oh, this is gonna be a tough decision. I'm gonna take the color Smarty Pants. That's that shade right there. I don't know if that's gonna be dark enough. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mix. I'll mix Jet Setter and Smarty Pants on a smaller blending brush. Mix those two. One's warm, one's cool. I figure this will be a really great combo. And then kind of starting right here in this area, and then just kind of carry it up. Blending in many directions so you don't get those like harsh lines. Just looks like a gradual fade. Same on this side, starting right here, and then carrying it up. Then I'm gonna take Jet Setter, that's just that flat taupe, it's super matte, on that same blending brush, and then just kind of push it into probably the outer third to the first half of the lid. Just kind of make like almost like a really light smoky eye. I remember one of the most mind-blowing things I heard, and I don't remember, I wish I could remember where I heard it, was A smoky eye isn't black. You could have a purple smoky eye, you could have a blue smoky eye, you could have a light smoky eye, you can have a metallic smoky eye, you can have every single shade of the rainbow smoky eye. Smoky just means smoky. And I was like, that's why all my eye looks end up smoky. Go back in with your giant fluffy blending brush. Do another pass over. I've had the weirdest headache today. It's so bizarre. I've never had a headache like this one. It's kind of like in the back of my head, right? Like when you have a scrunchie on too tight, and it's not because of the clip in my hair. Actually, I'll let my hair down for now. But in the back of my head, but it kind of pulls to like my eye nerve and then down to my nostril. That's weird, right? Like I'm scared to WebMD it because this is one of those things that you probably don't want to, because you'll be like, whoa, all right, well, I gotta go check myself into the hospital officially. So I'm like, oh man. Okay, then we gotta do something fun on the lid, something fun and flirty. I'm thinking we'll do Rocker. That's this color right there. Looks like that, right? Maybe? I think it might be I think we're gonna pull completely cool if we do this, actually. How's it looking? It's pretty, right? It's like a silvery taupe. That's really pretty. I like that it's very, very subtle. The cool thing about these Tarte palettes is that the metallic shadows or the shimmery shadows are just, they're so fluid. They're just creamy, like buttery. They almost feel like cream shadows, and they're not going to give you that like crazy metallic look. It's just going to be a very subtle glow. They should be called glowy shadows. They're glowy, you guys. Very, very glowy. Now we're going to dust off the excess powder and do the lower lash line. And that's going to be super simple. I think we're just going to run, actually, you know what? I was hoping to wear these really beautiful lavender sandals. And if I do that, I could do like an icy lavender on the lower lash line. Is that too extra though? Like, all right, just between us, we know how extra I am, but does the boy need to know how extra I am yet? Yeah, probably does. Better now than later, right? I think so. Yeah, he needs to know. So should we do purple or should we just do neutral? What do we think? All right, in the meantime, I'll let you guys decide, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go in with E55 Sweetheart. That's that color down there. And that'll be kind of the gradient shade that goes all the way down. Can you guys even see me? That'll go there. And then here. Then I'm gonna go in with Jet Setter, the darker color, the one that's on the outer edge, and then that will go there too. We obviously need eyeliner, but I'm going to do mascara first. And the mascara combo that I've been doing lately is Lash Accelerator from Rimmel, topped with Kush mascara from Milk Makeup. This is one of those mascaras that uses cannabis oil. I don't know, you guys. Anyway, it's pretty interesting, the way that it leaves your lashes. It's hella dramatic. I mean, dramatic to the point where if you're not very careful, it could be super, super chunky, like clumpy. So I'm gonna go in and do my lashes with these two, and then I'll be right back and we'll do eyeliner and the rest of everything else. Okay, you guys, we are moving on to face. For face, I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury's Bronze and Glow, and I need to actually replace this because I'm pretty sure, you guys know how big of a klutz I am. I'm pretty sure one of these days I'm just gonna drop it and that'll be it. Like, bye-bye, Bronze and Glow. It was nice knowing ya. So I need to have one. This is my favorite contour powder ever. So I need to have one ready to go for when that moment does occur. And I'm using the contour brush from Real Techniques. I just like to put that from the top of my ears down to where like the whole of my like cheekbone area is. Then I'm just going to run my powder brush right along the bottom. I wonder if I should put some of this around here. I like how I said I wonder and then I just go straight in, right? I'm wearing this like really beautiful summer dress. So I'm thinking like make me look a little fake bronzed without like the shimmer. Okay, I forgot to tell you guys, I went in with this eyeliner. This is awesome. Do you see my lower lash line? It's actually like an olive, like a shimmery camo olive shade. It's called Green Ivy. It's from the L'Oreal Silkissime line. I was like, why don't I use you more often? It's like a neutral, but it's still kind of fun, you know? And I totally rubbed off the end of my eyebrow. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Then I'm gonna go in with the Laura Geller Pink Grapefruit blush. I wanted to do something very, very shimmery, you know, like fun and rosy mauvey, but like with a glow. So this one never, ever, ever lets me down. Might be a little too rosy, but I mean, it's too late now, guys. Okay, then we're gonna hella highlight. We're gonna go ham sandwich with this highlighter here. It's from the Bronze and Glow palette from Charlotte Tilbury. It's one of those highlighters that's what highlighter is supposed to be, very subtle, very delicate, glow from within type highlighter. I sound unenthused because I really am, but man, you guys know how I feel about highlighter. Like I need it to be in your face like a unicorn just vommed all over me, you know, but today we're gonna keep it decent. We're gonna keep the highlighter usage decent, or rather, the type of highlighter we're using is a little decent, but are we gonna be decent with it? I'm gonna go with a hard no on that one, guys. I've been doing this new highlighter trick that I'm not proud of, and I'm pretty sure all the like super top makeup artists, like the real ones, if they saw it, they would get a little nauseated, but in case you guys care, I've been taking my highlighter brush and whatever highlighter I'm using that day, and I kind of go in on this area of my eye, just in this little area, and just apply some of it. I feel like it just brightens up this whole spot. Not to mention that I use a lot of eyeshadow, and a lot of times it casts a dark shadow, and I feel like this kind of counteracts it a little bit. If it looks silly, don't tell me. If it doesn't look silly, don't tell me either. I like to believe in my heart that it's working for me. Okay, you guys? So we're just gonna go with it and apply some up here too. While we're at it, might as well, right? We're already covered in highlighter, might as well add some more. I should not have put on my mascara. Usually what I do is I'll do all my makeup except mascara and lips. And then I go in with my setting spray. This is the only setting spray. I've tried a lot. Some of them are good, some of them are awful, most of them are awful. Some I like, but the only one that I would trust my entire face with during the spring and summer for like 12 hours or more is Skindinavia's makeup finishing spray. I discovered them a long time ago because of Instagram, and I used to talk about it a lot on my channel years ago. And then I actually did a sponsored post with them. It was one of my very first sponsorships. I was so excited because all of my sponsors have found me because I already use their products. So whenever they're like, oh, hey, let me pay you to talk about my product, I'm like, well, I'm going to talk about it anyway. Might as well pad that checking account, you know? Anyway, this post isn't sponsored. I just wanted to throw that out there because it's spring and summer right now, and a girl could use some setting spray. Anyway, Skindinavia setting spray. This is the Bridal one, and I just put it everywhere, like all over the place. And then I like dry it really quick before it gets splotchy. I dry it super quick, and I do it in this very sexy way, like super attractive, like a wet dog. So I dry it really quick. Okay, right now I'm gonna go do something about this before we do lipstick, because I can't put on lips and then blow out my hair. It'll be a nightmare. So I'm gonna go do my hair, look a little more presentable for you guys, and then we'll come back and pick a lip color. What a difference a little curling iron makes. Okay, we're gonna do lips. I have no idea what I wanna do. I mean, the world is our oyster at this point because we have such a neutral eyeshadow situation happening, right? All right, what should we do for lips? Ooh, we have like a really beautiful like flowy dress. It's the cutest dress ever, you guys. I'll have it in an express haul coming up soon, probably. It's probably already up on my channel. I'll link it down below. But for lips, ooh, this is a tough one. I feel like maybe something like Dolly type, you know? Every time I say you know, I feel like y'all are in my head. But that's not the case. That is not the case. Dolly Danger, maybe? So I'm gonna line my lips with Trophy Wife from Huda Beauty. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with Buxom's Dolly Danger. I feel like it matches the dress perfectly, right? But how about with like the eyes? The eyes are neutral enough, I think. Should we do gloss, or is that am I already just pushing the extra envelope? Y'all, I'm never in the extra envelope. Like, I don't even have an envelope. All right, you guys, that's it for this Get Ready With Me. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like always, all of these products will be listed and linked in the description box below. I'm gonna need you guys to send me some good luck vibes for my second date. I'm gonna have to do something about this situation as well. Anything else that you see, my dress, my necklace, all that stuff will be also listed and linked in the description box below. I love you guys, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye, guys.